For decades, Canada has been a reliable energy supplier to the United States, playing a crucial role in ensuring its southern neighbors' energy security. The two nations have built a vast and well-integrated energy market, carefully developed over the years to maintain a seamless flow of energy. Canada possesses vast reserves of oil, natural gas, and hydroelectric power, making it one of the world's top energy producers. This abundance has made Canada a key energy source for the United States, which has long relied on Canadian imports to meet its high energy demands. This mutual dependence has strengthened economic and political ties between the two countries, benefiting both through stable energy supplies and economic cooperation. This close partnership has been underpinned by strong political relations and mutual trust, ensuring a reliable and predictable energy trade. Over the years, this stability has encouraged businesses on both sides of the border to make long-term investments with confidence, knowing that energy security was assured. The interconnected nature of the North American energy market has fostered economic growth and stability, creating a resilient energy ecosystem, a changing energy partnership. However, recent geopolitical shifts and policy decisions are reshaping this long-standing energy alliance, introducing both challenges and new opportunities. The United States has recently adopted protectionist trade policies aimed at prioritizing domestic industries and reducing dependence on foreign imports. While intended to boost American industry, these policies have also created uncertainty in the U.S.-Canada energy relationship, which has historically been strong and mutually beneficial. For instance, tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum have caused friction, disrupting long-established trade practices. These measures have directly impacted Canada's economy, affecting industries and workers across the country. Additionally, they have raised concerns about the future of energy trade, a critical aspect of the bilateral relationship. The imposition of tariffs has strained diplomatic ties and forced Canada to reconsider its reliance on the U.S. market, exploring alternative trade partners and strategies. Initially, Canada responded with retaliatory measures, but in the long run, the country has shifted its focus towards a more strategic approach, diversifying its energy export destinations. With growing concerns over the unpredictability of the U.S. market, Canada is actively seeking new energy markets in Europe and Asia. The era of taking the U.S.-Canada energy relationship for granted has come to an end, signaling a shift in how both nations approach trade. Canada's energy diversification strategy. To secure a more resilient and sustainable economic future, Canada is adopting a multifaceted approach to energy trade. One major aspect of this strategy is strengthening trade relationships with other nations, promoting international cooperation and economic growth. The Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, CETA, with the European Union is one such example, showcasing Canada's commitment to expanding its economic ties beyond North America. CETA has opened up new markets for Canadian energy exports, particularly in liquefied natural gas, LNG, and hydroelectric power, two crucial components of Canada's energy portfolio. By securing alternative buyers, Canada aims to reduce its dependence on the U.S. market and enhance its economic stability. Beyond Europe, Canada is also turning its attention to the Asia-Pacific region, recognizing its vast potential for energy trade. The Trans Mountain Pipeline Expansion Project is a key initiative aimed at increasing Canada's oil export capacity to Asian markets. Once completed, this project will significantly expand Canada's ability to sell oil to Asia, opening up new opportunities for growth. China, in particular, represents a massive potential market for Canadian energy, offering opportunities for long-term trade partnerships. By diversifying its export destinations, Canada is not only securing its economic future, but also strengthening its global influence as a major energy player. Potential consequences for the United States. Canada's shift away from a U.S. market could have serious implications for American energy security. The U.S. relies heavily on Canadian imports, particularly for oil and natural gas. If these imports decrease, the U.S. will need to find alternative sources, which could lead to higher energy prices for American consumers and businesses. Additionally, Canada plays a vital role in maintaining the reliability of the U.S. electricity grid. Several states, particularly in the Northeast and Midwest, depend on Canadian hydroelectric power. A reduction in these energy exports could put a strain on the U.S. grid, potentially leading to power shortages and economic disruptions. These potential consequences highlight the importance of resolving trade tensions between the two nations. The long-standing U.S.-Canada energy partnership has been a pillar of stability, and any disruptions to this relationship could have wide-reaching effects. Canada's energy as a geopolitical advantage. Canada's vast energy resources give it significant geopolitical leverage. As global energy demand continues to rise, Canada's importance as a supplier will only increase. This leverage allows Canada to take a more assertive role in its foreign policy and form stronger alliances with countries in need of energy security. The decision to diversify energy markets is not just an economic move. It is also a strategic one. By reducing dependence on the U.S., Canada gains more flexibility in its international relations and can position itself as a reliable energy partner for nations in Europe and Asia. The future of U.S.-Canada energy relations. The future of the U.S.-Canada energy relationship remains uncertain. While both nations share a long history of cooperation, recent trade tensions have introduced an element of unpredictability. The U.S. must decide whether it wants to continue relying on its northern neighbor for stable and secure energy supplies. If the U.S. continues down a path of protectionism, it risks pushing Canada further into the arms of other trading partners. This could have long-term consequences for U.S. energy security, making it more vulnerable to market fluctuations and price volatility. However, if the U.S. adopt a more collaborative approach, it could repair its strained relationship with Canada and ensure continued access to its crucial energy resources. Conclusion: navigating a new energy landscape. The global energy landscape is undergoing a significant transformation, and Canada's decision to diversify its energy exports reflects this changing reality. The U.S. must adapt by strengthening its energy partnerships and reducing its reliance on a single supplier. While the U.S.-Canada energy relationship is currently facing challenges, it remains critically important for both countries. By working together to resolve trade disputes and promote energy security, the two nations can ensure a stable and prosperous energy future for North America.